We're going to start with the Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck engagement part 2. So Jennifer confirming in a newsletter to her fans, she shared a video of herself in tears with her brand new big green engagement ring. The couple got engaged the first time back in 2002 before calling it off just a short while later. Okay, let's all chime in on this. Boy, the internet lit up on the weekend. Is second time a charm?
You lit up. Look at your face. Well, we'll see. We'll see what you think. But Mel, what do you think about the way it's sort of ruled out? It almost, to me, felt like it was so strategized that it lost maybe some of the romance. Like, it was so planned. Like, first she does this Twitter video being like, hey, guys, I've got some big news. But first, just go to my website. And then you go to the website. And then it's like, okay, so now you're on my website. Just sign up for my newsletter. And then you sign up for the newsletter. And it's like, I'm engaged. Like, no.
It was contrived.
Contrived.
Yeah.
That's the word, honey.
Yeah. It was contrived. I didn't like that. That's not actually a very J-Lo move because she's so gushy and she's always heart first. And that was like a little bit of business with a little bit of personal. No, that was a lot of business with a little bit of personal because she teased the video with got a big announcement with an engagement ring emoji. Okay, so now of course we're signing up for the newsletter. I was already a member, but that's besides the point.
Of course you were.
I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, no, I didn't like that. I actually didn't because to me that was a very clear business play. She's trying to build her database of emails for something else down the road. That's how you do it, is you make a, you know, because the newsletter's okay. She shares pictures from her camera roll, very curated. She talks about fashion on there. It's not like it's a very compelling newsletter, even for me as a fan. So she was just trying to drive traffic there. So something else is coming down the road.
I mean, here's the thing. I'll admittedly, on Friday night, when I opened up I might have had a few glasses of wine before this. I opened up my phone and I see breaking news. And I thought I read Ben Affleck and J-Lo have broken their engagement. And for some reason, I thought they were already engaged. I've not been following the news. And so when I read in my mind...
How much wine were you drinking?
That they broke up, I was like, meh, whatever, and I put it away. And then it wasn't until the next day that I was like, oh, I read that wrong. They're actually engaged. But why do I get the sense that she is like the Elizabeth Taylor of our generation? Like, I'll believe
it's just you who gets the sense.
Okay. I mean, do you think they'll actually make it to the altar?
You do. Well, I kind of agree with you. Sorry, I'm getting a little jacked up right now thinking about this. Because here is a woman, she's been married 4 times. She's been engaged 37, 38 times. I don't know the final number. And so there's part of me that thinks maybe J-Lo's just a person. She's just in love with love. She's a hopeless romantic. But there's this pragmatic side of me that thinks, J-Lo, like, why can't you just be in love with love and be satisfied with the love plus the ring, but just the love instead of the wedding?
Having to get the marriage.
Married, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, why not? I'm like, what is there? What I'm saying is, what's your problem with the wedding?
Well, it's just a lot of organizing. You got to
paying for
invite
it?
people.
Are you organizing
I'm looking at Kwame. You got to plan stuff.
So who's doing that? You? No? She.
I guess she is with people that will help her. So why do we care? But going by that, then we could say that about just about everything.
What broke them up in the first time around? I read somewhere
cheated.
that it was that the reason why? With Jenna Gardner?
With a dancer at a club in Vancouver.
Okay.
Allegedly.
All right. Do you think that's not an easy thing for most people to get over? So
that was like the immediate trigger. I think a lot of it too was he wasn't prepared for the heat that they generated.
Okay,
you know that
now it's bigger than ever.
Well, but it's in
arguably.
20 years, and he's had heat for non-J-Lo reasons. Like you grow up, you grow out of it. You're used to the fact that he's going to get criticized for his movies. He's going to get criticized for his personal life that is not related to his love life. I think that he's probably a little bit more comfortable being a heat score than he was like in his late 20s, early 30s with, you know, the perspective that people had on him.
Right.
I mean, I'm all in on this. Mel, it's shocking to me that you're not as all in.
Yeah.
It's
I
great
am all in.
for gossip.
Do you think it's
great for
gonna
business.
last? Do you think they're going to make it to the altar? And do you think it's going to last?
I think that that's the wrong focus.
What is the focus?
I think the focus right now is, although I have not been Team Bennifer, because even though all this heat is on Jennifer, he is a serial monogamist just the same. Well, the monogamy part's a little wobbly.
I thought we just said he cheated.
No, he did cheat, but like he has been as codependent in his life as she has. he has been, give me a stretch of time that he hasn't been with somebody either. So he falls in love and trips into it just as fast as J-Lo does. So I don't like that right now, the narrative. I've gotten a lot of people, because I Instagram about this on the weekend, and people were like, I feel so sorry for her children. And that is a fair point.
Okay.
But also he has children, and he has had a lot of women in his life also. And so I don't think that the criticism being lobbed at her is fair. And you know me, I love love. I think he needs her more than she needs him. And I'm not saying that's bad or good. Do I think they're going to make it to the altar? I do want to see a big old wedding. I'm not going to lie about that. Do I think it's going to last and all those things? Listen, it's Hollywood, baby. If it doesn't, we'll be talking about something else next
You should have
week.
a cigar in Hollywood, baby.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Hey, listen, Jocelyn on Facebook said they should have just gotten married quietly and went on with their lives. Public attention was the reason for the last breakup. Oh, maybe a few other things we just learned. Do they think it's going to be any different now? They thought it was bad then. The paparazzi is saying, hold my beer.
But isn't this something about love? Is there not something to be gleaned from this that you can have like twice as a charm, third time's a charm, fifth time is a charm? She's 52 and she's finding love. People say that they've perhaps always been soulmates. And I think that that is a hopeful
Oh
message
my
for
God,
anybody.
soulmates.
I think that, to me, maybe they're not soulmates, but we did a segment last week on how heartbreak can actually break your brain and your body, and that some people are predisposed to not have the disease of heartbreak affect them as seriously because they're more open to life and love. And I cited her as an example.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if we're tripping in and out of love and talking about people who do, I'd rather live like her than like the people who pine over that one person and literally your brain cells change for the worse. You get sick, you get diabetes, you get heart disease, and you die of a broken heart. Like, thank God for her. I want to be built like her, and I frankly find that more people should be.
Yeah.